Hi guys, this is Daily Wish here. Thank you so much for coming back on my channel and I hope you guys are doing awesome. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about money, which is one of our top wanted, top most required, top most desired thing right at this moment. So yes, I'm going to talk about money and yes, we are going to do the challenge. Before we move into the challenge part, let's revise what law of assumption is. And if you have seen and heard whatever I've taught you in my previous videos, you have got to understand that there are certain rules, there are certain details that law of assumptions precisely focus upon. Number one is you are the creator of your reality. So yes, you are the god of your reality. You are the one who can create anything and who can destroy anything. That is the number one rule. Number two is you have the power to create anything under the sun. Such a powerful point it is that you are the one who has the power. There is nobody else outside of you who has the power to change anything or to create anything in your 3D, in your world. So what you're supposed to do is understand and accept your power. What is the third point? Number third point is you are the god and can get anything you want. Please understand this. I'm just going to repeat it again because it's such a nice statement. You are the god and you can create anything that you want. Number fourth point is the inner world is your universe and the outer world is just a mere projection of your inner world. What does that mean? It means that whatever you are creating in your imagination, in your inner world, in your mind, it is, and firmly believe in that imagination, firmly believe in the power of your power of creation, then yes, the outer world is nothing but acting as a mirror. It is just the projection of your inner world. So if you are facing certain struggles, if you are facing a lot of hardship in your day-to-day life, if you are facing so many difficulties in your life, please just sit down, take a deep breath and start going inside of your mind. Start analyzing your thoughts, start observing your emotions, because these things are the ones which are being reflected by the outside world. All right. Next point is everyone is you pushed out. We are at consciousness level, we are all one. What does this mean? It means that people who are in your life, they have a role to play and they are nobody else but you, as in you pushed out. So whatever your doubts, fear, good things, bad things you experience through these other people are nothing but your internal world's projection in the form of relationships, in the form of communication, in the form of a good experience or bad experience. Whatever you experience from these people in your 3D, they are playing a role which you have assigned to them through your consciousness. Another point is we all are one at consciousness level. What does this mean? It means that at energy level we all have only one thing which is common, which is consciousness, and we all are connected to this consciousness. Okay, next point is we are creating 24/7. So if somebody says it's so difficult for me to manifest anything because I don't know the rules, I don't know how to concentrate on my inner world, or etc., whatever excuse you are bringing on the table, listen to me. You are creating 24/7, whether you agree with this statement or not, but you are creating 24/7. So why not create consciously? Why not start creating the best thing in your life instead of focusing upon what is not there in your life, instead of focusing upon the worries, the bad things, or the tensions? Start focusing on what you want to create, because what you are focusing upon starts growing. So the more focus you are, the more time and energy you are investing in a thought, it will start oscillating, it will start having a movement. All right, so start creating consciously. Okay, the next point is imagination creates a reality, which is a very 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 big point. So imagination is your 4D world, the things which you experience in the outside world through your five senses. It is the 3D world, and your consciousness is called the 5D world. So whatever you are imagining, it is going to get created as your reality. It is going to be your reality. So all you have to do is just stick with the plan, that is imagine the best you can. All right, the next one is another very big point and very important point, is feeling is the secret. So what does this mean? The more you feel about a certain thing, the more you are attached to that thing, the more it becomes important for you. So every time you are feeling something about your desire, either it is creating a good thing or it is creating a bad thing. So if you are feeling negative about a desire, of course it is going to create more resistance. But if you are thinking and feeling in a positive manner, that is why Neville Goddard taught us that start thinking and start imagining as if your desire has already come to pass. Now if your desire has already come to pass, what does this mean? It means that if it is already there with you, what is it that you are going to feel? Absolutely, you are going to be incredibly happy, right? So that feeling is going to create your reality. That experience is going to create your reality. It is going to make your experience marvelous, and that is why feeling is the secret. Then the next point is living in the end. What does this mean? It means that whatever you are experiencing in your 3D world through your five senses, you have to ignore it completely. You have to start working on your imagination. You have to start working on your mental world, which means you are the creator of your imaginative world, and in that creation you are the king or you are the queen, and you are everything in that world. So which means what? Which means that you are so much occupied with your imaginative world, wherein you are the king and you are the queen, that you completely discard your 3D reality. Whatever your 3D reality is projecting, it is just your inner world. So right now it is a delayed projection of your inner world. So right now whatever you are experiencing, it is being projected from one of your thoughts in the past, and that is why you are experiencing it right now. So all you have to do is just ignore your 3D completely and start living in the end as if your desire has already come to pass, and your imagination will create the awesome reality that you always wanted. Now comes the next point, which is persist till it hardens into the fact. Well, this is the key for any kind of manifestation, which means what? You have to believe in your power. What does this mean? It means that whatever the world is telling you, you have to completely ignore it and keep on persisting in what you believe, in what your imaginative power is, in what your creation is. You keep persisting in that same feeling, in that same imagination, in that same world of creation till it hardens into a fact, which means what? Till it starts projecting in your outside world. So that is the next point. Now comes the last point, which I have already told you. Ignore 3D completely, as it is the delayed reflection of your past thoughts. It is pretty simple that your 3D is a delayed reflection of your past thoughts. Whatever you have imagined so far, it is the projection of those thoughts. So right now it has got no meaning, and you do not have to attach with the 3D because it has got no meaning, since it is coming from the past. And what you are thinking and what you are wanting is the futuristic scene which you want in your present moment. So for that to become the present, you have to ignore your past, which is the delayed reflection of your past, the 3D, and start living in the end by believing that whatever you are imagining, it has already come to pass. The future has become your present. And how do you do that? By ignoring all the five senses, which 3D is reflecting back upon you. So yes, these are the important points, and I just wanted to revise all these points for you to understand that this is what the law of assumption is. This is the crux of the matter. These pointers are the important points, the rules of following law of assumption. And when you know about these rules, like for example, you are the creator of your reality. Now what does this mean? It only means that whatever your current circumstances is, you do not have to get attached to it, and it is, since it has been created by you and you are the one who's responsible for it, so you cannot blame that person, this person, or for that matter any other situation for your current circumstances. So in that scenario, when you take the accountability, when you take the responsibility, you start focusing upon the creation which is done deliberately through your consciousness. All right. And if your current situation is something which you do not like, in that scenario, just change your consciousness, change your state of mind, and make everything available to you right at this moment. Alright, so now we move to the next part, which is the money challenge. It is not exactly the money challenge, it is more or less like a self-concept plus money challenge, because one thing is for sure, that if you change your self-concept, in Neville Goddard's word, if you change the feeling of I, your desire has no choice but to conform to you. That means what? That it is going to follow you like a small little puppy. So we are going to work on the self concept. Along with that, it has a hint of the money as well, so it is going to be lots and lots of fun. So many students of mine have actually done it, and they have literally benefited like anything. And I'm definitely going to put a PDF of these rules and regulations about this challenge in the description box. You can go and check it out and download it. So this one is a 2 weeks challenge. The reason is because in just 1 week it is very difficult for someone, for a layman person, to train his mind. So definitely, if you are going to make it as a habit, as something which you are going to inculcate in your daily routine, for that matter, for that thing to happen, you have to follow it at least for 2 weeks. Okay, so let's start with the step 1, which is clear your mind, sit with yourself first, calm yourself down. It is always preferable if you are doing it at night time, because at that time you are absolutely free. There is no tension. Nobody is going to disturb you through phone calls or whatever. So choose a particular time where you feel that you are absolutely fine, you are absolutely calm, you have a clear mind, and then think about your desire. Okay, think about what you want. Okay, now once you are clear on your desire, now take your favorite pen and a piece of paper. You can do it in a diary as well, but I would say take a piece of paper, because we are going to write our things down, and we are going to keep that sheet of paper with us for a long period of time. All right, so now what you're supposed to do is take this piece of paper and a pen and create 2 lists, as in divide this paper into 2 parts by drawing a line in between. All right, now on the left side, write this first point, which is going to be related with the issue of your current self-concept. Meaning, what do you think about your self-concept right now? What do you think the issue is with you right now? As in, what are the things you don't like, and what are the qualities you wish you didn't have in you? Okay, all the negative points that you think that because of these things I'm not able to generate this kind of money, or because of these qualities of mine I'm not able to get what I want. Okay, so write these things on the left side of the sheet. All right, now in the second point, again on the left side only, in the second point, what you are going to do is write the issues about the money. What does this mean? It means whatever your limiting beliefs about the money are, you have to write it down. Maybe you feel that you don't deserve to have that much of money, or maybe you feel that you are not qualified to have that kind of money in your life, okay? Or maybe you feel that you are not good enough to handle that kind of money. Whatever your limiting doubts and fears and belief system about the money concept is, please write it down on the left side of the sheet. All right, you can also include the point which makes you feel that because of such things, maybe because of certain qualities, maybe because of your family, or maybe because of your friends, or maybe because of your job, or etc etc, whatever the reasons that you can come up with, which you feel that because of these reasons I do not have the money in my life. You can go to any extent. I mean, you do not have to stop yourself by thinking that you have to show this, you may have to show this list to somebody else. Be as cruel as you can, when it comes down to writing your negative beliefs. But you have to be really, really honest with yourself, okay? You do not have to look back at this left side of the sheet. All you have to do is just take it out, pour out all your negativity on this piece of paper by writing and pinpointing the points, the beliefs that you are feeling that you have, which is stopping you to have whatever you want in your life, okay? Now, once you have, vomited out everything, all the negativity on the left side of this paper, now take a deep breath and think of it as the old self of you. Someone who has faced so much right now. By writing it down, you have declared that this is who you are right now. This character that you have played so far, with all the hardship that you have faced, with all the difficulties that you have handled so far in your life, this character you have been playing for such a long period of your life, okay? Say thank you. Say thank you to this list. Because of such hardships in your life, you are who you are right now, okay? Say thank you. Thank you for being there in my life. Thank you for making me so patient because of all these hardships. Thank you for making me so strong because of all these hardships. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have to say thank you to all the difficulties that you have faced throughout your life regarding the money, or for that matter, any other thing, okay? Say thank you to this list and be grateful to it, because this list has got you this far in life, okay? Now take a deep breath. I know this is a very emotional moment for you. You can take as much time you need. It's totally fine. Even if you want to recall some awful and bad memories, it's totally fine, okay? But after this moment, you are not going to recall any of the bad moments. So whatever you want to think, whatever moment that has made you cried, whatever moment that has made you think that there is nothing good in my life, that bottom line moment, you can think about it, because this is a goodbye to this awful life of yours, because there is a big change which is waiting for you right after this moment, okay? And once you are done, you are absolutely done. Once you are done, you are absolutely done. Now take this list and destroy it in the way that symbolizes the end of old you. You can burn it, you can tear it down and flush it in the toilet. You can, it's very easy and very meaningful. From my own personal experience, it is very meaningful to burn the list down, because when you see anything burning, it symbolizes that there is, it is converting into ash and there is no coming back, okay? So you can burn it because it is symbolizing that there is an end to this life, okay? You can even affirm while burning it. You can say some things like, no more suffering, no more suffering. You can have a beautiful smile on your face and affirm, hello, my beautiful life. And you can say your name. Hello, my beautiful life. My name is Sam. Hello, my beautiful life. This is Sam, or, James, or whatever your name is, okay? Keep on repeating it till you see the entire sheet is burned and turned into ashes. Keep on repeating it. I know this sounds silly for so many of you who are coming from physics background or who are so much practical in their life, but this makes a whole lot of sense when you are going to do it practically, when you are attaching your emotions to it, because we are right now calming down that emotion which has turned your whole world upside down. We are trying to replace those negative emotions and try to change it into a positive one. So it is going to take some time, but trust me on this, once you are through with this whole challenge, you will start feeling the change within yourself immediately right after that. Okay? Now let's go back to the second list, because it is going to be a lots and lots of fun. Okay, now you are going to write or maybe divide this list into two parts. In the first part, you are going to write what is your ideal version, which means what? Which means whatever you think or imagine as your ideal version of yourself, you have to pen down that image. You can think about, maybe you think about yourself, becoming a billionaire in the future. Okay, so how this billionaire is going to look like? Maybe he is wearing, $10,000 suit, or maybe he is traveling in a jet, or he is having the biggest mansion in a particular state, or whatever the image you can create about this character, which you can imagine about yourself in the future, who has got the desire that you always wanted, what that person is looking like right now. Close your eyes, take a moment, and pen down this ideal version of you. Okay? Now the best part is there is no limits. You can go as crazy as you want. It's absolutely fine. You want to travel to Mars? It's fine. Write it down. Just pen down all the details that you can imagine about this character of yours. Okay? You can think about even becoming the president of your country. It's fine. You can become the biggest popular actor or actress of your country. It's fine. Just imagine yourself from that person's point of view and write down the characteristics of this new person. Okay? In the second part, you have to write down, how do you want that ideal version of yours to view the money? How do you think that this ideal version of yourself is going to view the money? Do you think that this ideal version wherein you are already a billionaire is going to crib about certain bills or regular bills that you get right now in your daily life? Do you think that this person is going to crib about a new dress maybe you have found online, or maybe you have seen in a store and you are not going to buy it because you do not have the money? Do you think that this person is going to think about such things? What I mean here is, from this person's point of view, how you are going to look at the money or anything which is more materialistic in nature, which you can buy in terms of money. You have to think from that person's point of view. You have to think what this person's perception is about the money at this point of time. Okay, just write down how you want to visualize and you want to have a perception of money when you are becoming this new character. Okay, once you are absolutely clear with this new idol that you have created, with this new character that you have created, now just take a moment, because you have just now burned an old character of yours, okay, who had nothing in his life, who was suffering, who had the poorest, weakest self-concept, who had all the negative things in the world, who was living in hell, okay, whose life was meaningless. Okay, You have just burned that character. Now, what you have written down is going to be your new character, is going to be someone who is going to play this role for the next 2 weeks. Consider this as a character which you are going to play in the movie of your life, just like in Hollywood or Bollywood movies, wherein you have been given a character profile, you have been given the script of this movie, and this person is playing a character in that movie. So how this person is going to play? If a person is playing a role of an old person, old woman or old man, he's going to act like one. Act like one means he's going to walk like an old person, he's going to talk like an old person, he's going to eat like an old person, he's going to even dress like an old person, right? In the same manner, you are going to embody this new character. Just close your eyes. Imagine what this new character is looking like right now. Is he affluent in nature? Is he confident? Is he smiling? Is he great enough to look at the world in a different scenario, is he having a different perception towards life? You are going to embody this character. You are, even if you want, you can even name a character. You can even name this character of yours, okay, which you can think of someone who has got everything, who is your idol, and you are going to play this character for the next 2 weeks. Now the rules are that for the next 2 weeks, whatever your circumstances are, you are going to totally drop your current 3D reality, and you are going to embody and talk and act like this new character. Now the last point is you are going to add certain reminders in your phone, which is going to remind you that if you are there in the same character form or not. So you can just write down, are you playing your idol self? Or you can write, if you are playing the king of your reality, then write down, are you playing the king today or not? Are you the king right now or not? Are you living like a king or not? So it is just a gentle reminder that you have to be in the character for next 2 weeks. Which means what? Which means you have to think like that character. You have to walk like that character. You have to talk to everyone like that character. You have to even shake somebody's hand in that same character form. Okay, you cannot go back to your old story. For just 2 weeks, you are going to play this character. And whatever your circumstances are, you are going to shut your eyes from that circumstances. You are completely discarding your 3D reality. And end of the day, if something which is still triggering you and want you, and there is an urge of thinking about this tension, okay, there is an urge of going deep into the thinking process, and just because we are trained to worry about certain things, okay, so in that situation you are going to remind yourself that this is not the time to think about it. All my worries I'm going to take care after 2 weeks. So you do not discard your worries, but you are just delaying them by saying that, okay, listen, I am going to prioritize you after 2 weeks. Right now I am in the playing form, I am in the character form, so I cannot go back to my old self. Okay, so I'm so sorry about the long video, but this is something which I wanted to discuss, and I am 100% sure that if you are doing it completely with the honest heart, you will see a big shift and big movement in your current reality. Because I have shared this thing with so many people, I've learned it and I've shared it with so many people, and literally they have manifested money like anything. So all you have to do is just be very honest. Do not cheat with yourself. Be very honest with what you are going to play and embody it like anything, that like there is no tomorrow, there is no looking back. This is my current reality, this is my ideal self, and this is what I'm going to be, and I'm just acting like it. I'm just rehearsing the same role right now. Okay, so yes, that's it from my side. I hope you liked today's video. In case if you did, do not forget to give it a big fat thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, as I come up with lots and lots of law of assumption concepts based topics. So yes, consider subscribing, and I'll be meeting you very, very soon in the next video. Until then, please do take care of yourself, and happy manifesting.